change your heart, change your life, change the planet.
Ah, the joys of below zero temperatures. The drain is frozen. Yeah, you can see that angle. So I can't wash any dishes, including my Vitamix container, which I filled with water, but can't wash it. So hopefully tomorrow I'll find a way to unfreeze the drain. Joy! Although I love waking up to a fresh snowfall, it adds quite a bit of time to me getting out and doing things. And I need to take that into consideration. Not only do I have to clean the car, but I have to shovel about 50 feet of driveway. Yay! So I'm down at the studio. Got to work on my race signage. And it looks like my sister is here and open for business. Oh, it's so bright in here. Whoa!
Hi.
Hola. It is bright.
It's very bright.
Look at these giant windows. I love this place. This was a little storage room, and it's at the end of the hallway next to my studio, and I convinced Mary, my sister, to rent it and turn it into a little jewelry studio.
And I did.
So what do you got going on?
I'm just making some pearl and steel earrings today.
Nice, pearl and steel.
Pearl
Do you have to
and
hammer the
steel.
steel?
I do have to hammer the steel.
So you gonna get hammered in here?
I'm gonna get hammered.
Nice. Let me see one. Put it in your hand. Oh wow, I like the hammered effect.
Me too.
Nice.
I like melting things and hammering things.
Sounds a lot like me. Oh, did you paint the snowflakes?
I did last year.
Oh, very cool. I didn't see those yet.
Yeah. I think they're more of an ornament than they are an earring. But
Nice. Oh, and maple leaves. I love the maple leaves. And pearls. And I love these. Is this old phone cord?
yeah, telephone wire.
Telephone wire.
If you open up telephone wire, those are the colors you have inside.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, you're right.
They're all in there together.
And you twizzle them around and make rings out of them.
Twistle them around, add some beads, and you've got a fancy schmancy ring.
Very cool. Awesome. All right, I'm off to make some race signs. Have fun in here.
I will. I'm glad I have heat today.
Yeah, I know. There's no heat in this room, so it's heated by the sun. And it's like 10 degrees outside. So the sun warms it up in here, even with a 15-foot ceiling.
I bet it's warm up there.
Yeah, it's probably really warm up there. We should get a little fan in here to start blowing some heat down.
I know.
All right. Oh, where do people find you on Etsy?
EMVEO.
MVO. I'm TVO, she's MVO. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I almost forgot, your boxes.
Oh yeah, these
You
are
make
some,
all these boxes, right?
Yeah, these are new ones.
So what do you make them out of?
I repurposed Trader Joe's grocery bags.
These are grocery bags?
These are grocery bags.
Holy cow. And you paint them?
Yeah.
So that's hand painted?
This is, well, it's I forget the technique, but you take the paper and you put some Mod Podge on with a little gold paint, and you swirl it around. You let it dry, and then you've got your own gift wrap.
Nice. Open it up. Sweet.
Yeah.
These are fun.
Yeah. They're fun to make. They're easy to make.
You could sell just the boxes.
I know, right?
They're super cute.
They are. Super cute.
Awesome. Looks like the mountain got a new mascot. Got my posters done. Fresh snow and a beautiful corduroy. Look at that. I love it. As you might have guessed by now, I'm back in Woodford, Vermont, finalizing the course for the Sunday snowshoe race. And it's a bitter one today. It's about 8 degrees Fahrenheit, which isn't nearly as cold as it was yesterday, but the wind is fierce. It's like 30-mile-an-hour winds with 50-mile-an-hour gusts, and you can hear that my mouth isn't working that well. And my camera and my microphone, the numbers on my microphone are moving so slowly. Anyway, I am wearing gloves right now because the wind just eats away at my flesh. A harsh wind chill can be worse than low temperatures. Worse. Somebody asked me the other day what kind of music I listen to. And that's a really interesting question because I rarely ever listen to music. I grew up in a house without music. My parents didn't listen to it, neither one. Even though they were in their 20s and the 60s, they never really jumped on that bandwagon. So I grew up without music, and it never really caught on. It's just not something that I think to do, to listen to music. I like it. I love listening to music. It can really change my mood and put me in a totally different state of mind. But I don't think about it. It's nice to be around people who do listen to music because then it reminds me, oh, music exists. So the people that I do like are introspective, intelligent, unique, like Regina Spektor, Katie Malua, The Kin, Damien Rice, Jeff Buckley, right? Know what I'm talking about? Martin Sexton. Oh, and my favorite of all, Ray LaMontagne. Gotta love Ray. So I listen to kind of thought-provoking, really deep, emotionally engaged music, and also intelligent. I mean, Regina Spektor is very playful with her lyrics and the way she sings. But it's also really deep. She's going there. And another one on occasion I'll listen to is City and Color. Thanks to my friend Link in Vancouver for hooking me up with them a while back. I can't listen to a lot of them. Dallas Green is a singer. Because after a while it all sounds the same, but every now and then one or two City and Color songs will really hit me. I also love classical music as long as it's not overly dramatic and speedy and da-da-da-da. I like simple classical guitar, classical piano, classical violin, really mellow, chill. But other than that, I don't listen to music, and if I do, that's what I will choose, but it's quite rare. And believe it or not, some country music. I think that a lot of the male vocalists especially are just so vulnerable when they sing. Like Tim McGraw, whether or not you like the lyrics or what he's singing about, doesn't matter. The vulnerability in his voice gets me. And there are a lot of male country singers who are just so vulnerable when they sing, and I have mad respect for that. I love it. Because most people in life and musicians are overly cautious and trying to be cool, and some of these country stars are so not worried about being cool, and they're not cautious. They're just letting it out there, being vulnerable. And that brings me to the second point that I want to talk about, being cautious in life. The part of the brain that enables one to be cautious is also the part of the brain that triggers anxiety. So caution comes with anxiety. The prefrontal cortex is the part that's on the lookout for things, being cautious. And whenever it's in that state, it also triggers the anterior cingulate cortex to create a state of anxiety in the body. Even if it's low grade, you will become anxious, and this affects the way you physically feel in your body. Caution has a physical effect on you. Wow, it's getting hard to speak. So this is one of the reasons that I'm all about vulnerability. And this isn't about making stupid choices, but it's about honoring what you feel, honoring who you know yourself to be. Like, who do you think you are, Tim? Who do you think you are making these videos? Who do you think you are talking about this crap? It's important to know, who do you think you are? Who do I think I am? I think that I'm somebody who's curious about the world I live in. I'm curious about life. I'm curious about the human condition. I'm curious about experience. I'm curious about exploration. I'm curious about so many things. And there's a part of me that is innately cautious because that's how I was programmed. That's genetically how I was set up. That's how I was set up in my mother's womb epigenetically. It's how I was set up after I came out with the attachment style that I adopted. And it's who I am now as a human being. Can't change that. But what I can do is choose and define myself, choose differently, and define myself differently. Who do I think I am? I think I'm someone that can overcome that state of caution. I think that I'm someone that can overcome my retract reaction and become someone that approaches instead. I think I'm someone that can be out here in the middle of the woods with ridiculously well below zero wind chill when everybody else is huddled inside, and I'm out here having a good time watching the sunset through the trees and making a snowshoe course. And I'm not scared that I now have to run back in the dark because I'm miles into the woods and the sun is going down. My anxious part, it's there, it's talking, but it no longer controls the show out here. Because I think I'm somebody that's competent and capable in the woods. So take a lesson from Tim McGraw and the other country music stars out there that allow themselves to throw caution to the wind and be vulnerable and just be. You know? Wear it, proud. Who do you think you are? It's not about being better than other people. I think I'm better than you. I don't think I'm better than anybody. Why compare myself to anybody? Although there's a part of my brain, again, that innately wants to do that and wants to make those comparisons, I do my best to thank it for sharing, to feel whatever it's trying to get me to feel, and then make a different choice. Because I think I'm somebody that can do things beyond that. I think I'm somebody that doesn't need to worry about other people and how they compare to me, but I think I'm somebody that just wants to make this world a better place. And I think I'm somebody that might have the ability to do that if I work really hard, which I think I am. And sometimes good music can reinforce those thoughts. So it's not about being better than anyone else. It's just about doing better in your own life. And again, better is not a comparison. As I stated in an earlier video, it's not a comparison to who you are to where you want to be. It's just, I'm enjoying this moment, and I'm engaged in this moment, and I'm fully empowered in this moment. And the next one's only going to get better because I am engaged in this one. So those are my thoughts out here in the woods today. Tell me what your favorite music is, and if you know any artists that are similar to the ones that I suggested that I might like, or totally different that I might like. I'd love to hear your take, and I'll try to listen to them. All right. I love you guys. See ya.